Ushatengeneza eh? Murata is here from Sofapaka na niko na boss wangu and the CEO of Sofapaka. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm fine. So happy at least we won the game today. At least now we've secured the spot in time, in maybe playing in the playoffs. So it gives at least of a breather. So it's quite a good day because at least we got the results today.
You've gotten the results today. So I was talking with one of our fans and said, what since you came to the club, he has seen a difference. He has seen a difference, and maybe you can talk about that. You're the CEO of the Sofapaka club right now, and you came in when it wasn't like it was, let me just say the way I'm doing, like a bit shaky, and now it's still shaky, and still we are there playoffs and we are looking to that. So what can you tell the fans and the people out there rooting for Sofapaka in what in your place, of course, and looking forward, are we going to remain in the Premier League? Because that is the most important question that everybody's asking.
I think first of all to our fans, we have very few fans. We're trying to recruit as many as possible, hopefully for next season, because we are really optimistic and we are positive about, remaining securing a spot in the league. I think first of all, I think just to appreciate them. They've been with the team through thick and thin. I think one notable fan is Rama, who we truly appreciate as a club. We even have had discussions with him because we want to make him as the face of the fans for the team. But I think the most important thing as a team is we've really tried to bring everybody on board. Whether you're a fan, whether you're a player, whether part of the or the officials of the team, probably anybody who doesn't even know about Sofapaka, we're trying to make our club as progressive and as successful as possible. Yeah, and I think it's all about teamwork. It's all about working as a unit, both as fans and the players, the technical bench. We are the officials in the team. It's all about just teamwork at the end of the day. And I think so far so good. For me, I've been positive ever since we stepped into the office because we came in at a very challenging time. But again, when you're passionate about the team, because this is a team that I also played for last before I retired, our main ambition right now is trying to make our club as progressive as possible. We are trying to to ensure that at least we move forward. We are trying to ensure that at least we do things differently. There are a few policies that we put into place in the team. A lot of changes that we are trying to make. But the most important thing, at least in the few months that we've been here, at least we've been able to see that we have tried and streamlined a lot of structures in the team. We've tried to ensure that at least there are things that we're trying to do differently, in terms of fan recruitment, fan engagement. We tried also increased our digital presence with over 100,000 followers, probably maybe nearly 100,000 followers across all socials. We are also trying to ensure that we have a proper player signing policy in the team. We're trying also to ensure that we get sponsorship, which I think has been one of our key objectives for next season. And I'm very positively sure that we will be able to, get a sponsor coming through. But above all, is to ensure that the welfare of players, the welfare of staffs, everybody is taken care of, so that at least everybody can, feel part and parcel of the club. But so far, so good. There are a lot of things that we need to do. We're also trying to set up an online shop or maybe a physical shop somewhere where we can be selling our merchandise to our fans. We are also trying to secure a deal with the local kit manufacturer so that at least we can ensure consistency in terms of our brand as a team and also our identity in terms of kitting and everything. And I think so far so good. Probably I can tell our fans to be braced for even more exciting ventures for the next season. But I'm 100% sure that the team is not going to the NSL. We are going to play. We are going to give all our best in the playoffs. We are going to secure a spot in the Kenya Premier League for the next season.
Oh wow, that was so assuring. But before the CEO goes, I Sofapaka has two national team collabs today, Arambe Stars under 23. How do you view that, and what does that speak about our technical bench?
Well, first of all, I think congratulations to both Jacob and Baron for getting the call up. Again, it tells you the quality that you have in the technical bench. It tells you that the faith that we have in our team, because we have very qualified coaches headed by Coach Zico, and also with his together with all his assistants and all the other guys who make up the technical bench. I think it tells you that we have the quality. The team has been struggling in the league. Matching after match, but again, it tells you the attitude that you have in the team. It tells you the type of coaching that you have. It tells you the type of players and the character that we have in the team. because getting a national team call up, despite the fact that the team is struggling, it tells you that definitely you're a very good quality player. And we are trying to work with very good young quality players, talents for the future. And I believe the sky is the limit for them. This is just the beginning for success, because I'm 100% sure the players that we have in the team, even the others who've not been called up, but yet equally they they can match up to the expectations that the probably national team will expect them to provide. So I believe it's a very good encouragement for us as a team, and also I think it encourages also the other players that if you work hard, you give your best. It's all about giving it, having the grit, ensuring that you give your all for the team, because you never know who's watching. At the end of the day, you might get a national team call up. Plus, one of our plans is we are trying to ensure that we are able to also go back to selling players abroad as a team, because I think that is where the real money is, when you get when we are able to sell players to other leagues or maybe to other clubs altogether, because again, football is business at the end of the day. And I think these young players that we have in the team are the ones who will shape up some of these policies that you are putting in place. So I think I'm extremely happy for them, and just to encourage them to work hard so that at least they can also secure regular consistent spots in the national team.
Talking of the struggle, as the CEO of Sofapaka, what are you trying to do so that to ensure that the media team is consistent, the players' welfare is considered, the technical team comes to the playing ground, they just concentrate on playing? What are things that you're putting in place to ensure that come next season, God willing, we do remain in the Premier League? What are the things that you're going to ensure that going to change?
I think for me, the most important thing is streamlining our operations as a club. Once we streamlined our operations, we've had have a proper structure of the team, the management all the way from the top management all the way to down to the playing unit. It gives us an easy task in terms of ensuring that as a club we try and remain successful, and also consistent in terms of how progressive we want to be. But the most important thing for me, I think, is sponsorship. That will be key, because again, to take care of the players' welfare, the staffs, also even including the fans, to ensure that our team is as vibrant as possible. Our digital presence is can be felt across. I think everything is just all about money. We've tried knocking a few doors at the moment. We've knocked almost close to 10 companies looking for sponsorship. There's some that has been positive, but again, we'll keep on knocking more, because we believe the club has a very good, it offers a very good platform to any company that, or any organization that wants to come and sponsor football in, locally. And especially, I think Sofapaka is the best team, because you know uh, this is a team that we believe in. Is a community team. If you look at our roots, you look at where the team started itself. It's a team that associates with the community, and I think we offer very good platform for any organization or maybe any sponsor that might want to come on board. So I feel if you are able to get the sponsorship, if you are able to get a sponsor coming through and taking care of our seasonal budget, we'll be able to ensure that the players are well taken care of. The salaries are rose in time, our staff salary are rose in time. Everybody who is part of the club in different departments like the media team, we're able to ensure that we get equipment, for media. We get cameras, microphones, anything that might be able to help the club to be vibrant outside there. But I think so far so good. Right now we are trying also to partner with other media stations. I think we had a discussion with Ebru TV. They're ready to come on board, and I think a partnership between even our media team and also Ebru media team, I think, will go a long way in terms of trying to ensure that the club remains outside there in terms of our branding and everything. But the most important thing, I feel, when we are able to get the sponsor, and also when we are able to work together as a team, as a unit, I think when everybody comes together, it's easier for things to go forward. But despite having even sponsorship at the moment, I think what has really kept us together is the ability for all of us to be able to work and to work together during these tough times. And I think that is what sets us apart, because you'd expect a team probably like us to, right now, a lot of things could have gone wrong. Maybe a lot of disjoint in terms of our unit and structure and everything. But I'm glad at least everybody that is part of the team, as Sofapaka Football Club, they're able to come together, and we are all able to realize that we are just going through a tough time, but tough time don't last. Yeah.
tough times don't last. Hey, the last one, the finance bill, it's on the third stage in parliament, and you've spoken about sponsors and the taxes that have been imposed on individuals, on land, on digital equipment, a lot of taxes. We can start talking about them, about birds and everything. But I'm taking you back to the sponsorship. Do you think in this kind of a time and period in Kenya, come next season, do you think you can still secure sponsorships? And considering the fact that the kind of economic times we are going through as a Kenyan nation, and this is affecting like every individual, and the sports industry gonna be affected, because if you can see, there have been a lot of boycotting of a lot of sponsorship clubs that tend to, even that are supporting some of the clubs in the Premier League. So do you think, as a CEO of Sofapaka, do you think you'll secure sponsorship to ensure that the team and also the entire team ensures that it runs throughout the next season?
I believe we'll secure. I believe we'll secure because in a season we spend almost 77 m, almost close to 100 m in terms of our whole budget. But again, it's all about just being positive. We are trying to stay positive.
Are you rejecting the bill, or you are for pro the bill?
No, no. Of course, I'm rejecting. I'm rejecting because I think tough times are really making a lot of companies and also organizations, even football clubs, to it's really stretching a lot of teams, a lot of organizations that probably could have even companies that could have even come and supported the sport. But I believe probably if the business environment is a bit favorable for organizations or maybe for companies, it's also easier for even football clubs to be able to thrive within the same environment, because now it's easier to get sponsorship. And I think part of the reason why most clubs, even in the Kenya Premier League, if you look at most clubs in the Kenya Premier League, in the NSL, or maybe let me just say football clubs in Kenya locally, most of them are struggling without sponsors, and it tells you that still the atmosphere in terms of it's not a bit favorable in terms of allowing fans to come on board. No, sorry, sponsors to come on board and support teams. But those are some of the things that we are trying to change, and I believe professionalizing our game, or maybe professionalizing our clubs, it will make it easier for us to attract the sponsors to come on board. And as for Paka, we said, you know what, we will try and do our best, the little of the much we can do, so that at least we can ensure that we are able to attract those sponsors. I believe our football, we are heading to a certain point whereby football clubs will stop looking for sponsors. Actually, sponsors will start looking for football clubs. We'll have guys jostling for jostling to sign with clubs in terms of promoting them. But at the moment, you find that it's clubs that are looking for for sponsors, and it shouldn't be that way. Actually, it should be the other way around, because if you look at other clubs in different leagues, for example, if you just go across the border, a team like Yanga, Simba, we have organizations, we have companies, literally knocking their doors to come on board and sponsor them. And I believe even our football, that is the direction we are heading, and it's all about just now being able to, how are we able to package our game, how are we able to package our clubs, are we able to make our clubs, look as professional as possible, are we able to have, the right structures on board, are we able to have the right people, coming on board to be able to ensure that at least we're able to attract sponsors. But I believe in this digital age, digital era, also social media plays a very critical role in terms of trying to promote the brand's image, the club's image and branding, and that is also one aspect of marketing that we are trying to introduce into the club, so that at least we ensure that our digital presence is as vibrant as possible. And also because again, sponsors look for numbers, they look for numbers, they look for traffic and everything. And I believe Sofapaka, we stand a very good opportunity in terms of ensuring that we are able to attract some of these sponsors. So I'm positively sure that we'll secure sponsorship for next season.
Thank you so much, boss. Thank you.